Nicole Schwab, the daughter of World Economic Forum co-founder Klaus, is extensively cooperating with prosecutors in the crimes against humanity case against key figures of the global elite, sparking fear in the WEF, the UN and the WHO that their diplomatic immunity is about to be revoked and arrest warrants issued. Behind the scenes, the so-called untouchables are panicking. Investigations, once thought impossible, are in full swing. Prosecutors are circling. The illusion of immunity is cracking. And whispers inside the International Criminal Court say we're on the brink of Nuremberg 2.0. Real names, real trials, real consequences. The globalist elites have made the last 5 years hell for humanity, but we've held strong, maintained our dignity, and exposed their deceptions one after another. Our abusers have been backed into a corner, and now they're being forced to admit the crimes they've committed. They want us to forgive and forget. But we the people are not going to let that happen, because this isn't just about justice, it's about reckoning, and it's closer than they think. Before we dive in, join the TPV free speech community over on Soju. Soju is a digital space where ideas and information can take place without any annoying algorithms or restrictive rules getting in the way of free expression. The ship is sinking, the rats are turning on each other. And Klaus, he just dove overboard. Schwab shocked the globalist establishments last week with the sudden announcement of his imminent resignation from the WEF, the very empire he built over 5 decades. But then came the real kicker. The very next day, whispers became headlines. Schwab is officially under investigation. And folks, it's not just a slap on the wrist. The probe is heating up fast. Allegations of governance failures, financial misconduct, WEF funds funneled into luxury perks, including, get this, massages and spa treatments for elite insiders. And we all know how they like to party. All while Klaus crisscrossed the globe in private jets, sipping champagne in Davos, and lecturing you about reducing your carbon footprint and your future life in a 15-minute city. The mainstream media, they're acting stunned, like this all came out of nowhere. But here at TPV, we're not buying the act. We've been tracking these developments for years, reporting what they wouldn't touch. Our sources? Better. Our reach? Deeper. We knew the walls were closing in. This investigation isn't just about misuse of funds or shady boardroom deals. No, this is the tip of a much darker iceberg. One that stretches back to the origins of the WEF, the global depopulation agenda, the fake pandemic, and the digital prison they try to trap us in. And here's the twist they never saw coming. The rats are turning on each other as the ship sinks, scrambling to save themselves, while the rest of the world finally catches up to the truth. One of those rats? Nicole Schwab. Yes, that Schwab, daughter of Klaus Schwab himself, the architect of the WEF, is singing like a bird, cooperating fully with international investigators. According to prosecutors, her testimony could be the Rosetta Stone of the globalist takedown. Not just about the pandemic and legal cover-up, but about the endgame. A systematic plan to depopulate the Earth. Billions of souls culled, not just through forced injections, but through decades of contamination in our food, water, air, and the threat of more engineered pandemics to come. What Nicole has revealed behind closed doors is beyond chilling. It's methodical, coordinated, and backed by hard data. Data, she claims, was stored in secret WEF servers and distributed through quiet back channels to a network of loyal governments and institutions. We'll get to the explosive details in just a moment, but before we do, you need to understand, Nicole Schwab isn't the only one breaking ranks. There's another name you need to know. Meet Pascal Najadi. His father, Hussein Najadi, co-founded the World Economic Forum with Klaus Schwab back in 1971. 10 years later, Hussein walks away in disgust, calling the WEF's vision dystopian, anti-human, and criminal. Now, Pascal is picking up the torch and throwing it straight into the heart of the globalist machine. He's handed over boxes, literal boxes of records, internal memos, emails, data logs, and private communications from his father's archives. Documents that spell doom for the WEF, the WHO, Gavi, and the entire Geneva-based global control complex. As Pascal puts it, the devil lives in Geneva.
Geneva looks beautiful. It's beautiful. It has a lake, it has this shadow. It's very peaceful, but there is a dark side to it. Everything evil in the world related to demo side, unfortunately, comes from Geneva. You have WHO in Geneva. You have Gavi. Then you have the WEF, the World Economic Forum, which my father was a co-founder and left Klaus Schwab out of disgust in the early 80s. That has diplomatic immunity. I, as a Swiss citizen, right here now, declare that the WEF is not eligible anymore for diplomatic immunity. I call on the Swiss authorities and security to arrest those people immediately. Why? The WEF, WHO, Gavi, Big Pharma, Big Tech, Bill Gates, all advocated a global humanity injection by a bioweapon, injecting nanolipids into 5.7 billion people. And we Swiss are hosting them. That's terrible. We cannot tolerate any entity that promotes poison to be injected into humanity. But you have done it. I'm the victim, I'm dying from it. And my mother too. It's a democide, and you'll be judged. It will be corrected in the name of humanity.
And if you think he's bluffing, think again. It was Pascal Najadi who led the legal assault that brought down Swiss Prime Minister Alain Berset, the face of Switzerland's COVID crackdown. Berset has since resigned in disgrace. His official plans? No plans except for yoga, he says. He can do all the downward dogs he wants, caged in a prison cell where he belongs. But Pascal's not done. Far from it. He's gunning for bigger fish. The UN, the WHO, the WEF. He's working to strip the diplomatic immunity, an immunity that's protected them for decades from prosecution for crimes that defy imagination.
The snakehead is in Geneva. I call it a direct, clear and present danger to the Swiss population, but I can tell you it is being cut off. If you have a house of cards, and this is a house of cards of a criminal, one card pulled by justice and the whole card house collapses. But from hope alone, it is not done. Everybody must now change the spirit. And all the vaccinated, the injected, knowing that they are poisoned. We are the masses. We are billions of people. Let's just stand up and say, stop. We will not comply. And in French, ni oubli, ni pardon. Because we are the guardians of humanity and our light obliterates the darkness of evil, always.
And with Nicole Schwab talking and Pascal Najadi digging, it's only getting worse for them. Up next, we break down exactly what Nicole Schwab has said behind closed doors. From secret WF documents to planned vaccine waves to how the next pandemic was already on the schedule. You'll want to hear this, because what she said could take down not just her father, but the entire house of cards he helped build. Let's be real. We've all been fed the lie that wrinkle creams are the ticket to looking young. I call bullshit. Dr. John Lake, a renegade beauty expert out of Beverly Hills, says that's a scam. Most of those fixes are just overpriced lotions that do nothing, or worse, mess up your skin. He says that he's done with the scammy cosmetic industry. Why? Because he wants to expose something they don't want you to know about. A 2-minute trick that's like Photoshop for your face. Wrinkles gone. Years erased. And it's so easy, you'll be pissed that you fell for their junk before. The cosmetic industry is afraid of the secret, because this could gut their racket. Lake is spilling the truth in a free video exclusively for viewers of this channel. No strings, no interruptions, just all the steps needed to do it yourself. It's already amassed over 2 million views, because it actually works. People are dropping decades, and the comments don't lie. You've got to see this. Visit bhmd1.com/TPV, the link's below. Don't sleep on this, because it's the real beauty secret they don't want you to know about. Visit bhmd1.com/TPV.